I'm back, bitches!
Yeah! For a while there, this was going to be called like the Scott Brandon podcast, but yet not today. Scotty's no longer here. Nick bludgeoned his head in with a giant rock!
Who told you?
Actually, he's like right in the corner. I mean,
he's just sleeping.
Well, why is strawberry jam coming out of his head? Jack, don't eat that. Anyways, yes, you are listening to the Bloody Screen Podcast. We are, guess what episode we're on?
436.
Not even close. 50. We have done 50 episodes now, sir.
That's it?
I know, we're not even technically up to a year yet, but still.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh yes, I'm all at fault here.
Yes.
Bad, Brandon. Bad. No. But anyways.
Who's the star of the show?
Everyone.
No.
Everyone.
No.
Sure shitting
Go
me.
fuck yourself.
Yes, 50. I was thinking, we should do something to celebrate it, but I got no ideas. So.
Here it is. Ready? That's our celebration. No confetti. Yay!
Yay!
Just picture it in your mind, people.
I'll start playing Celebrate Good Times. Dun, 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 50 episode. Dun, 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 dun. If we make another 50, then Nick gets a hooker. Yay!
Nick becomes a hooker.
Nikki G becomes a hooker. Nick gets Nikki G as the hooker.
Yes! My dreams come true!
And Scott, you're gonna be in the spank bank. But anyways, that is it. Oh, that's it. Anyways, yeah. Ugh. I actually heard a very disturbing story today, Nick. Or not today, yesterday. A guy, I was listening to the radio driving to, school, and they were talking about this kid who had a heart attack and went into a coma because someone, he was in the locker room, I guess, or something, but one of his buddies grabbed and tugged on his nuts so hard, gave him a heart attack, and the heart attack led him into a little coma.
Gay.
First of all, yes. It wasn't just like a sack tap or something, like, just, what's up, bro?
Was it in Russia? I bet it was in Russia.
It was here.
Gay.
It was not in Russia. Yes, I do remember that video. No. This would happen here. I don't know if, I'm just saying here as in America. I don't know if it's here. But yeah, they were just talking about how, how the only way for this to happen is if the kid actually grabbed, squeezed hard, and then yanked, cause, that's, just what guys do. I mean, I was just messing around, so I fully grasped his balls, squeezed him as hard as I could, and yanked. Was he trying to rape you? Oh, no.
Actually, I was trying to stop him from coming all over his face.
Ew. Yeah, so I don't know what kids are doing, because he was about 17 from what they say. And my whole thinking is, well, first of all, was he overweight? Because having a heart attack, regardless, at 17?
Maybe an aneurysm?
Yeah, no, maybe passing out from the pain because some jackass just grabbed your nuts as hard as they could. Also, kids, what are you guys doing? Back in my day, we didn't touch each other's balls at all, really. I mean, you had a couple weirdos that like the, sack tap. I'm like, please don't touch me there.
Yeah, that was still over the pants.
Yeah, it was still over the pants, and it still wasn't, it was just, real touch. Them it's just merely expressing their homoeroticism. But, not the full I don't know, it was just weird. It was just a weird story. And then they kept going on with it, and some guys were, the radio hosts were like, it was just guys being guys, and the other one's like, no! He's fully grasping! That is not being guys! And they're talking about the guy who did it, maybe could serve jail time and all that. And
yeah, he put a kid in a coma.
Yeah.
But he put a kid in a coma via sexual assault.
What they don't say is how afterwards he just raped the shit out of him during the heart attack, so that's why he went in the coma, because no one got to him in time. Anyways, yeah. What have you been up to, Nick?
Just killing spree.
Killing spree. Those are always fun. Actually, I had a very interesting conversation with someone at work about pro-bully. Because we're talking about how bullying actually helps kids out in life, so they're not a bunch of self-righteous douchebags.
Yeah, puts them in their place.
Kind of. And he made a weird point saying, you think Bill Gates would be where he was at if he didn't get bullied in high school? And I was like, wait, what do you mean? And he just went on explaining, you think he would be successful trying to, like, I'll show all those fuckers what they're doing. Yeah, I'll go to millions and billions of dollars.
Yeah, I don't see him as being someone who is quite bullied as much as people assume.
I don't think a lot of people, because, like, you know, back when we were in high school, I don't even remember people getting bullied.
No.
Like, you know,
we grew up in a different day and a different time.
What do you mean, different time? Apparently, nowadays, it's the worst it's ever been.
Yeah, cyberbullying doesn't count.
I was like, apparently kids are killing themselves. I understand this may be a traumatic thing. If you're currently bullied, yeah, it sucks. Honestly,
Pussy.
You're just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, unless you want to, like, stand up and start punching that kid in the face.
You just gotta, like, you know, they start bullying you. It's like, what are you gonna do, bro? Huh? Pull down your pants, I'll suck your dick right here.
Suck your dick! What, man? What?
Come on, bring it on. Whip it out, I'll suck it right here, right now.
Yes, just act like a complete insane person. Guess what? They will leave your ass alone eventually. Because they'll be like, no, last time I went near this guy, he started trying to poop on me. So, I'm just gonna stay. Honestly, it will work. You know, you're like, oh, you're full of shit. They won't want to touch you if they think you're gonna, like, start throwing poop at them or something.
Stank palm.
Exactly. Stink palm and just wipe your ass clear and just start rubbing in their face like, yeah! What? Guarantee it, kids. Don't you worry. Uncle Brandon here, he was a nerd too. I didn't get bullied, but that's beside the point.
We didn't get bullied because we're not fucking retards.
Shut up, that doesn't help. You're not helping the cause of our anti-bullied speech here. You're like, fuck you, asshole. And then apparently talking to the other guys, they're like, no, Bren, you were kind of a verbal bully. It's like, oh, bullshit, I just give people a hard time. If you're acting like an idiot, I'm gonna call you out on it. I'm not gonna be like, oh.
You know, you weren't there, but I stated yesterday, I came to a startling realization. I get really angry at complete strangers for no reason whatsoever. No justifiable reason. I'll just like, you stupid fucking cunt.
I get angry. I do that exact thing, sir. And it would be over stupidest things. Like, say if, here's a good one. If a child is just making a random noise and they think they're being cute, I automatically hate that fucking child. I will hate a child because he's just sitting there going, nah, nah, nah. And the parent's just like, oh, little Billy, that's funny. And I'm like, I'm gonna kill him. I always think these thoughts and I'm just like, no, Brett, that's bad thoughts because come on, dude. That's a kid.
Suppress those down. That's the healthy thing to do is just suppress
I'm afraid I'm gonna have like the me, myself, and Irene thing where it just, and I just like flip out and I become like, I become Steve. And I just start, start drowning a kid in a fountain just like, are you gonna stop making that noise? I'm gonna tell my parents on you. Wrong answer, fuckface. And just keep drowning them.
Yes, these are the things that go through a normal human being's mind.
Yes.
We're not sociopaths.
Not yet. I mean, or hell. You should see me when it's a good thing I drive a very small car that a lot of people don't ask me for rides in too often. Because
it's the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, I flip out over everything. I really do. We have a friend of ours who had fun because he was driving with me and I was getting mad because my car kept hitting bumps. I was getting mad at the road. I was just like, God damn it, you gotta be kidding me. Can we just get good fucking roads? That is a conversation I have inside my car every fucking day. That and also if someone's driving too slow, I start like saying, I'm just gonna follow him. I'm gonna follow him, get out of my fucking car and just beat the shit out of him. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna go real quick to Walmart. I'll be able to keep up with him. I'll be able to stop in Walmart, grab a baseball bat and beat the fucking life out of him. But then I realized, wait, I'm already here, so whatever. I'm just gonna go to work. Anyways.
Little tangent there.
You and me are now both on a list. More me than you. Yes. Also, kids, don't bully. It's kind of a dick move. I understand I just had a pro-bullying conversation, but I don't really condone it too much. Like, yes, it kind of keeps people from being like, I'm better than everybody. But, you know what, honestly, the biggest thing I could do, if you're able to handle the bullying, any of your little flaws will not affect you after a while. Like, if then someone says like, hey, you got a big belly, and you're just like, so? Or like, you're balding, ha ha ha. And? It turns into that thing. So, it's like in moderation. I don't, people always bring up, they probably throw in stories about us being, showed people like harassing them over and over. I do not want a newer version of that. That's taking too far.
Take a page out of Tyrion Lannister's book. Just wear your flaws like armor.
Exactly. Literally, that is the best thing to do. Anyways, let's get off our little, soapbox, the more you know, boo boo doo.
G.I. Joe.
I know. For real quick, what did you play this week there, Nick?
Some Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah.
Some Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
And some Lego The Hobbit.
Yeah, that one's fun.
And some Titanfall.
How you liking Titanfall?
I haven't played it since I left your house.
Okay, so you hardly... That was not this week, sir.
It was within a week.
Within a week, alright, whatever. I actually been playing Spec Ops The Line. Just started that today. I enjoy that game.
Good
I really do enjoy that game. Honestly, people, if you have not seen Spec Ops The Line, it's a really good fucking game.
Mind freak!
It really is, dude. Basically, if you like, Apocalypse Now, you're gonna like that game.
Just imagine if, M. Night Shyamalan made a really good third-person military shooter.
I like that game better than all the Call of Duties. I really do.
Me too, because it actually had a story.
Yeah, I know, it had a good story. And I know the online was fun. It was okay, honestly.
Yeah, I've played it.
I also been playing DCU Online.
Couldn't tell.
Yeah, I know, honestly. I do enjoy that game on the PS4. If you own PS4, I say download it, because if you were like me, got on the PS3, and then all of a sudden you started up and it's like, oh, wait another 3 hours. I already understand you did all these updates, Brandon, but you gotta wait another 3 hours. I'm like, no. I'm just done playing this now. I finished playing Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions.
Again?
No, I played it, but I just finished it. Let's put it that way.
You never beat that game?
No, since I bought it.
So, okay, so I reply, again.
Yeah, okay, alright, yeah. No, you weren't even here, okay. Well, our last Bloody Screen podcast, I mentioned me playing it, and then, so, anyways, yes. That game is okay. I really do. When I first played it, I apparently had a lot of fun with it, so when I bought it, I played it, I was like, where did I have all this fun with this game?
Deadpool.
Deadpool is the best part. Yeah. Also, Nick, I never had this experience before, but Brandon, he has a problem. I never experienced the fact that I bought Bulletstorm off Amazon because it was $4. And then the thought occurred to me when I was at work. I was like, shit, do I already own Bulletstorm? So, still don't know, because this entire thing is full of movies and games, and I don't feel like taking it all apart to get to the bottom.
I'm pretty sure you own Bulletstorm.
I don't know if I do, so I may own 2 copies now. I was gonna cancel it, but I'm like, well, if I don't, then I still want Bulletstorm, because Bulletstorm is awesome.
Why didn't you look right then and there when you questioned it?
I did look, but I didn't find it. But like I said, this thing goes all the way down full of video games and movies.
I guess we know what we're doing after this.
Yeah, I actually have so many unopened movies in here right now. It's not even funny anymore. Yeah, I have a problem right now. Amazon has my number. They have my number so bad, they actually gave me money. Just so I buy more stuff. I'm not even kidding with you. They gave me a $10 credit, and they're like, you gotta use it before April 30th. I'm like, well, God, now I gotta buy something. Oh, you fuckers. But anyways, yeah, let's get into the Top 10, brought to you by Taco Bell and Gamefly. And what else do we mention a lot?
AMC. Theaters.
Yeah, really, we do mention Taco Bell a lot. I mean, speaking of which, you ate Taco Bell.
I did.
What'd you get?
Food.
That narrows it down to about everything. Anyways, let's go with number 10 is for the PlayStation Vita, MLB 14 The Show.
Impressive. Didn't think Vita sold that well.
Yeah.
Especially considering it's a baseball game.
It's a baseball game on the Vita, 18,000 copies sold. Yay? I mean, cool, I guess.
It's a baseball game. You played one, you played them all.
Honestly. I've only ever played one baseball game my whole life, and I was the worst. It'd be as if I went into the major leagues and they had me bat. Like, I missed every single one. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And my friend was trying to explain, oh, you gotta do this while pressing the right trigger and then pressing A at the same time. And I'm like, dude,
wait, you gotta do it while holding your breath and balancing on your toes?
I know. I was like, what is this, hooked onto the Kinect? Yeah.
So I played 2 baseball games in my life.
And they were played exactly the same?
No. One was, Backyard Sports.
Oh, wow.
And the other was Super Mario Sluggers.
Actually, I played 2. I totally forgot about Wii Sports, where they have baseball in it.
Not true.
And I played that a lot, for some reason.
It's really easy. Oh, just kind of raise your arm?
I literally, after a while, I started doing this, Nick. And I was just like, home run! I'm like, yeah! I actually started getting into it. Anyways, number 9 is a game I don't even feel like talking about, Call of Duty Ghost. Number 8 is a game I also don't feel like talking about, Pokemon X and Y. Number 7 is for the PS4. Man, did this drop from last time we talked on this show. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. It sold 25,000 units. It's only an hour and a half, so people don't really care.
All the side missions.
The side missions I liked until I realized, oh, they're all the same map. You fuckers. You couldn't even change the goddamn map. Instead of starting you here, they start you there to make you feel like you're in a different area. But it's all the same area. And sometimes they'll put it during the day instead of at night because it adds different, and sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's not. And they all give you different objectives, but ultimately, yeah.
Same prison airfield.
It's the same prison airfield. And kind of, once I realized that, I was kind of pissed. I was like, well, it's a big enough map where, you just cut me off from this section to this section, but, yeah, I'm not an idiot, you guys. I know it's the same fucking map.
I walked around that entire map.
Did you?
Because, I didn't feel like dealing with people shooting down my helicopters, so I walked back to where I started the mission.
Oh, I did that too. I actually went to the outskirts, because I figured that's what Snake would do anyways. Number 6 is the Diablo 3 on the PC. This one is the only reason I can see this coming in is because of that expansion.
Yep.
Because that came out of fucking nowhere. That game's been out for a long time. It sold 29,000 units, which means, wow, that expansion just sold a shit ton of Diablo, because you think everyone would already own Diablo 3 by now? If you were going to own it on the PC?
Yeah, because the expansion, you just need the expansion.
Yeah. But I don't...
PS4, where you need to get the whole game again.
I am, but that's beside the point. Number 5, another game we're not talking about, Minecraft. Number 4, a game I played and had a blast with, Infamous Second Son with 51,000 units. And I know what you're thinking. What the fuck could it be Infamous Second Son? Well, number 3 beat Infamous Second Son. That was MLB 14 The Show. Wow!
On Xbox One.
On the
Not
PS3.
the PS Vita.
It was the PS3.
Just kidding, PS3.
Yeah.
Not the Vita.
Not the Vita. And yeah, MLB The Show, for some reason, is a PlayStation exclusive. It's a weird thing they got locked down with that one. I don't understand it. But anyways, yeah, it sold 60,000 units, essentially rounding up. Yeah. It's, wow. I'm amazed I beat out Infamous. Honestly, I guess more people own a PS3 and a lot of people apparently like baseball for some reason. Number 2 for the Xbox One is...
Titfall.
Titfall, yes. Tit and Fall. Tit and Fall. Yes, it sold 63,000 units. I honestly could see people with an Xbox One having fun with it, but, did you actually play on the Xbox One? Did you end up doing that?
Not yet. Probably tonight.
Oh, probably tonight? Gotta let me know how that is, if that was fun.
And doubling that number is number 1.
The one that kicked the shit out of every game in our list, our number 1, no surprise, Elder Scrolls Online. 127,000 units sold. I cannot wait for this game to come out on consoles, Nick. Oh my god. I'm just gonna lock that door over there. I'm gonna bar it with, barbed wire, chain link and all. Just make sure no one can get in there. And I'm just gonna sit in here for a full month playing that goddamn game. Cause,
Naked.
With just buckets of my own filth just scattered over in a corner.
There's
no toilet in here, Nick! But yes, that is our top 10 brought to you by Taco Bell. Oh, eventually they'll start paying us for this. Anyways, as in eventually they won't. Let's get into some news. Some small news. People who play Call of Duty Ghost. Activision has recruited Snoop Dogg to do, you're basically to announce your kills for $3.
See, I don't know. I saw a video on College Humor, for those curious, where they were joking about this. But they said, we added 3 iconic characters. Bane, Betty White, and so I don't remember the third one.
I would so want Betty White.
That's why I was like, Bane's cool and all, but just to play as Betty White.
Have Betty White just sitting there just like, good job now go kill some motherfuckers. Some of the things he will say, though, is don't stop, cap 'em, and shank 'em, and ballistic vest is ready.
Not even is, just ballistic vest ready.
Oh yeah.
Those are some fine ass threads.
Yes. I'm more excited for the second one on April 22nd. The
Oh,
drill
hell
instructor, R. Lee and, Ernie. Who, the drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket. Now, they don't say what he's gonna say.
All they need to do is crop lines from that movie.
Oh yeah, honestly, if you just get lines every time you start sucking, just, I'm gonna call you Snowball, Private Snowball, what the hell you do? Just oh my god. That would be the best, Nick. I would just adore this. Honestly though, neither one are worth $3 though. So fuck you, Activision, for trying to charge people for, voiceovers.
For a game no one even likes.
Well, no one likes, but everyone bought it. This is something interesting. So, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 coming out about a week from now. It's not going to come out on the Xbox One. It's coming out on PS4, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii U, Nintendo 3DS, PC, but not Xbox One. They don't really understand. I mean, they just say Microsoft, but there isn't sharing details why. No one knows why. Nobody knows why. It's a couple weeks before, and just Xbox One owners, if you were excited for a Spider-Man game.
I'm sorry.
What's wrong with Spider-Man?
The Amazing Spider-man's not a good game.
It was okay. I didn't hate it.
My biggest problem for me, just side note, I don't really care for the swinging mechanism.
What?
Just hold down the right trigger and you go. I much prefer when you can control the swings.
I had more of an issue that you don't actually need buildings around to swing.
Yeah.
That, when Spider-Man 2, when he would go near the park, you were just kind of fucked. You were like, well, I guess I'm running it.
You can swing from the trees, tiny little swings.
I do tiny swings. Yeah, unlike this one where,
it hooks onto your TV.
Yeah, it just hooks onto everything. It's just like, oh yeah. I didn't mind The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about getting this game before the movie, because if you play The Amazing Spider-Man, the first game, it spoils the shit out of the first movie. Like, if you didn't see the first movie, you just got the game thinking it was...
the first game is the epilogue. Yes, it takes place after. Whereas this one, it probably takes place before, because he's in the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit there.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. And also they try to say The Amazing Spider-Man took place, but once we saw the Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2, the movie trailer, yep, had nothing to do with that game.
Unless it's Rhino 2.0.
I know, unless he mentions oh, remember when I had to fight all those supervillains that were all creatures from Oscorp? Wasn't that crazy? And Oscorp destroyed half of New York City because they had a giant spider slayer trying to kill me? That was weird, huh? I doubt they'd mention that. Because
I do know Alistair Smythe is in the this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's played by BJ Novak.
I don't know who that is.
He was in, most people know him from The Office, but he was in Inglourious Bastards as just like the recruit that was with him at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just that little mousy guy.
Yeah, okay, I know who you're talking about now. Alright, as we say Inglourious Bastards, what, the bear Jew? That was the first thought that came to my head.
No, I don't know his name in the movie, but the one that was with him at the
Yeah, I know, the only other one that survives, really.
Yeah.
So this is interesting for you Halo fans, as in Halo fans, Bungie people. So everyone's talking about Destiny, how awesome it is. Well, Marty O'Donnell, who was the composer for Halo, he made the whole da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, that iconic song that plays during every Halo game, basically. Oh, no, and that, the Halo choir bullshit they got going on. Well, Bungie fucking fired him. Basically, a quote from him saying, I am saddened to say Bungie had the board of directors terminated me without cause in April 11th, 2014. Yes, they sent Arnold there with a gun. Goodbye. I know, you have been terminated. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. What? Oh, God.
Fuck off, asshole.
Oh, fuck off, asshole. Oh, God, we're just gonna start sitting here doing Arnold quotes the whole time. Come with me if you want to live. He's like, wait, what? You have been terminated. Go! Now, get out of here! What are you waiting for? Anyways, yeah. A lot of people, this article mentions it. A lot of people don't really know how important music is in games sometimes. Some games can do good without it, like Dark Souls. Dark Souls does pretty well. It has a score in it, but it's so minimal that it basically isn't there. Like, it only happens during boss fights, from my knowledge.
Yeah.
But other games, it really helps them. Like, I don't know about you, Nick, Spec Ops Line. Now, that is an original score they got going on there, but it has a great soundtrack in it. Like, they're playing, Hush, which is, I couldn't tell you who that's by off the top of my head. But, they play that in the beginning. They play that one classical music where the DJ, who's just screaming with it, just, when there's buildings being oh god, I love that game.
And let's not forget, Lollipop Chainsaw.
Lollipop Chainsaw. I mean, really a great score can just help. And even Halo had a pretty decent score because, for fuck's sakes, I remember it. I'm just like, oh yeah, that song, da 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 da. I mean, I don't know the name of the fucking song, but that's
the hit song from Halo.
Yeah, I know it though. And, Max Payne has good songs. I'm actually just looking at my games over there right now. Just, Gears of War had a pretty good song.
Especially 3 with,
the Mad World thing where, oh god, that tugs. So yeah, music's really important. So the fact that they just fire one of their main composers, probably the only video game composer anyone can even name, just shit-canned him. I don't know why. No one knows why. He doesn't even know why. They just kind of yep, you're gone. Nick, here's some good things for you. So, they have announced some new characters. You probably already know about them for Super Smash Bros.
I actually haven't been reading anything on that.
Oh, really? Well, they're gonna get...
I know about the Megaforms, but...
Okay, do you know about Charizard and Blastoise? Basically, the starter Pokemons from Red and Blue.
Yeah, but with their Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, okay, yeah. They're also gonna have a weird version of Samus and Sheik and Zelda. They have...
They're separate now.
Yeah, they have Samus, they have Zero Suit Samus, they have regular Samus, but then they have Samus without a helmet.
Because you see that for 2 seconds at the end of a game.
So, I don't know. They're I think they're starting to stretch.
Well, it's kind of there was this thing going around for a while where these people hacked Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Uh-huh.
And they did that. Oh. They made, instead of having the Pokemon trainer, it was all the Pokemon were their own characters, and there were different skins for characters. They had Shiny Charizard, which is just black Charizard.
Yeah.
And, they made Zero Suit Samus her own character, Sheik his own character, and, yeah, it was interesting. And I guess they're this turned out really good. Let's keep it up. Let's do it again.
They also added, new game modes to this one.
Nice.
They added this mode called, what was it? Hold on, I actually just lost it. It was called Smash Run, which is 4 players racing against each other. So what I take from that is, how the, Super Smash Bros. Melee had ice climbers and you just, part of the experience was just trying to survive. Basically, my experience was just taking that and just making that the game. Maybe you can hit each other. That'd be interesting. You'd be oh, you bitch, you're getting in front of me, and just, use, Samus's little gun and shoot somebody, and then they slow down, and you're ha-ha, bitch, and run in front of them or something. I don't know. And then they have also For Glory, which For Glory is a hardcore tournament type mode, where items are turned off and all stages are converted into variants of Final Destination maps.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I can see that being fun though, cause, our friends do tournament mode, for God's sake.
Yeah, I just, they lost me at the Final Destination, or Final Fantasy,
the Final they say Final Destination map.
Yeah, which is, it's a fucking platform.
Oh, that's all it is. Oh, that's kinda lame. And I guess it just keeps it so that way it literally is based off your skill, not so oh damn it, you fell off the ledge and you went, which,
that's usually my problem.
Yeah.
That's
how I lost a fucking Jigglypuff or some bullshit.
Yeah, were you there for fucking Donkey Kong Country?
No.
With the alligators? I died 6 times because the alligators just grabbed me and dropped me down.
I remember us doing it because there was about 4 of us playing Super Smash Bros. Melee, and we lost to a little kid.
We lost to a 10-year-old.
Yeah, because that fucker just stayed in a barrel the whole goddamn time where we all were kicking the shit out of each other, and all of a sudden he had full 5 lives. I'm down to 2, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I know no one was paying attention to him because he was usually just out of the way killing himself or something, that was one of our saddest moments. But then they have For Fun, which is, well, it's exactly what it is. They'll have random maps, random items, and it only count towards kids, the record type thing. I don't know. Basically, they're adding some new game modes, which, whatever. You're probably going to get this on the 3DS, and men.
Not probably.
Okay, you're getting
it. Comes out this summer for the 3DS.
So, Nick's getting this on the 3DS. I don't own either a 3DS or a Wii U, so I don't care about it.
And you never will.
I never will. I mean, honestly, I just I actually do like the Smash Bros. Universe. I got nothing against it. But, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird, though, because they do kind of say that they think that they don't know when the Wii U version's going to come out.
It's supposed to come out in the winter.
Yeah, it's
supposed to.
But it's kind of weird, though, because they even the article will say this, it's quite strange. You think that they would try to use this game to push the Wii U a little bit. Be like, hey, you guys had a GameCube or whatever, or N64. Well, we got Smash Bros. On the Wii U. You want to play fucking Smash Bros.
See, and that's what, smart people like me are like, well, I have this 3DS. Mm-hmm. Comes out on the 3DS.
Before the Wii U anyways.
Yeah, so
I know, I understand it takes less time to do all the shit for the Wii, or the 3DS because it's lower rendering. You don't have to...
And the controls are completely different.
Yeah, controls are different and probably even more simple because that Wii U has that weird touchpad bullshit going on with it.
3DS has one joystick.
Yeah.
Which this would probably be the kind of game I get the Super Stick for.
Yeah. It's just kind of a weird thing because Nintendo's damn near just given up on the Wii U by now. They just really don't give a shit. I mean, for God's sakes, when they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna, you could just hold Smash Bros. Back to the winter. I mean, if you don't have the other product done. I don't know. It's a weird marketing technique, so I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't really care.
Well, this is supposed to have like the PS Vita kind of thing where you can play against people on the Wii U with the 3DS.
Which would be interesting. I mean, isn't this like the first Smash Bros. Also have online on it? Where you could play against people through the internet?
No, Brawl had online.
Did it have online? Okay, yeah. I didn't know. I never owned a Wii, so...
Yeah, Brawl had online. But it was shitty kind of online where basically you just find random people because the Wii online sucks.
You own a Wii, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever get Brawl?
Yeah.
Why didn't we ever fucking play Brawl, dude? Brawl has like so many more characters.
Actually, it doesn't.
Doesn't?
No. It has a few more. Like,
I know it has Snake, and that's about the only one I can remember.
Yeah, Snake, but like it does have some more. But as compared to like the jump from 64 to Melee,
yeah, 64, like 16 maybe.
Yeah, and Melee had like 40.
Yeah, they are fucking ton.
But Brawl had like
46 or something like that. Oh, okay.
Because they took some characters out, like, instead of Young Link, you have Toon Link.
They still did that shit. They still, instead of Young Link, it's Toon Link. I'm like, they're the same fucking thing, asswipes.
Yeah, the only characters they really add, Zero Suit Samus does not count as a new character.
Well, yeah, the same with Sheik. That never counted as a new character either. I'm just no, that's just a different...
Still just Mega Man, the Animal Crossing Villager.
Sonic. That was another one, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that was their big one. And,
that was the big one. Everyone was surprised that Sega just said, fuck it, take it.
That's what, at the very end of the story, just no fucking reason, Sonic just shows up like, what's up?
How's it going, guys? Oh yeah, my franchise is dying. Can I hop on yours? Anyways, you and I both watched this trailer from The Evil Within.
Fucking awesome.
Oh god, dude. You know what? I didn't know anything about this game. I have it in my GameFly queue right now, just sitting there, hanging out. It's not coming out till, August. Nothing about it. After seeing this trailer, I'm like, holy shit. Everyone's complaining about, the survival horror doesn't have anything good in it. It's coming back, bitches. This one actually looks like it's gonna do the original Resident Evil thing. Where they're gonna limit your ammo. They're gonna make the enemies pretty fucking difficult. This isn't gonna be like a Dead Space thing from what it looks like. I mean, it very well could be. They're just...
Well, the first Dead Space, your ammo was pretty scarce.
But it still wasn't, the enemies weren't overly challenging. You could, you play on, you just play on normal difficulty. They'll kick your ass if you're not paying attention, but as long as you're paying attention, you can...
Swing your arms like an idiot?
Yeah, basically. Honestly, what killed me most in Dead Space 1 was the environment. Environment kicked the shit out of me. And this game also has environment shit. So I think that's also what's going to kick the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah. Man, it's going to be such a good game, though.
I'm excited for this, because, people kind of are been upset with the recent Resident Evil going basically to action game.
Yeah, you and me included.
Yeah, I'm not a big...
Except for 5 was fun.
5 was fun. 5 was still kind of this typical... 5 was just kind of a remake of 4. Whereas it was slow... Well, no, it was slower paced.
No,
What?
No, it was nothing like 4.
It was somewhat like 4. I played 4 too, don't you?
Yeah, I beat 4.
I understand what you beat. I'm just saying...
I played more than 10 minutes.
I know you did. I'm just saying the gameplay of it. There was no run button in 5. There was no...
Yes, there was.
There was like a slight jog button. That same thing that was in 4.
It still counts. It's better than slowly walking like a badass.
It's hardly a badass when you're like, please don't kill me! Even though your character shows no emotion, they're just walking away like this. I'm like, dude, that thing is gonna fucking murder you. Yeah, but anyways, 6 was, 6,
It had its potential.
It had potential, but it failed miserably.
Like, their whole big thing, like, oh, Chris and Leon in the same story. No.
Yeah.
That was, they meet each other, hey, sup, alright, later.
Hey, you gonna kill her? No? Okay, whatever, dude. I thought it was gonna be like a Spock versus Kirk fight, dun, 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 and they're like, fighting to the death, one of them's all bloody, and he's like, wait! Stop!
Or at least, teaming up. No, it's basically, hey, how's it going? Alright, later.
Just high five, walk past each other. Which is kind of funny because when I first played, it's one of those games that kind of got worse with me over time. Like when I first played, I was like, it wasn't terrible. I don't know what everyone's bitching about. And as time went on, I was just kind of like, that game was kind of bad. And then I slowly just kind of dug into me, just like, fuck that game.
I think the only cool part for me was the end of Chris's story.
Chris had the best ending. Leon,
that one I was like, oh my god, them feels.
I know. The worst story was the new guy.
Jake.
Yeah. Oh, he's Wesker's son, so you gonna do anything interesting to this character? No.
He likes to use his fists.
I know. He's like Wesker, but not evil.
Or badass.
I know. Anyways, we're getting on a weird...
Back to the beginning.
Yeah, back to evil, evil, whatever. Evil within. The game looks interesting. You kind of, you play as a guy who sort of resembles Leon, I'm not gonna lie. Especially when he loses his glasses. This is actually a Bethesda game, so let's hope they do good. As in, they produced it. I don't know who the developers are. Developers are a couple, honestly, nobodies.
Which is good. Nobodies usually make the best games.
Yeah, no kidding. So, that's it for the news. It's time to get into viewer shit they say to us.
Such a catchy title.
Viewer shit they say to us, yes. Let's see here. Trying to figure out where was the last one we left up on. It was right here. So, it was with Jack Crispy, awesome name, with Random Reviews, issue number 4. Hey, buddy, you maybe don't know this because you were listening to Random Reviews, but we cannot answer your questions, as in we, I mean me, on YouTube because the way I upload the shit, I can't be on Google Plus, which they really want me to be able to comment. So, if you would like to actually talk to one of us personally, I would suggest going to our Facebook page, Bloody Screen Podcast. We're the only one that exists, so it's not hard to find us. You could say whatever the hell you want there. All of us will see it. One of us may not reply. He's sitting right next to me. I mean, maybe if you said, hey,
Shut
Nick.
up, Scott.
I know, hey, Nick, you're a little fatty McFat roo.
Then I might reply.
You might reply with, hey, faggoty McFag or something. You might. I don't know.
I'm not a nice person.
He's kind of the troll hunter. But yes, anyways. Jack Crispy, you say The Thing is one of my favorite films of all time. You are correct, sir. That is a correct answer. The Thing is an amazing film.
Favorite horror film. Not his favorite film.
Oh,
Don't put words in his mouth.
Yes, well,
God!
It is also my favorite
Shut
horror
the fuck
film
up.
of all time. I actually say that in that review, of the Random Reviews. That is my favorite horror film of all time. I love the shit out of The Thing. Hey, sir.
I still haven't seen it.
It's right there. DVD. Right next to the History of Violence.
Yes, I see that.
You should check it out.
Uh-huh.
Fill out the library card. You can check it out from the Brandon Library of Movies and, just return it within 7 days.
I don't know what a library is.
Library. Thank you, you fucker. And Source Code was entertaining. I loved Moon. Source Code.
I haven't seen that either.
You haven't seen Source Code. I also own that, but it's on Blu-ray, so I wouldn't recommend you trying to check out my copy. Anyways, Source Code, great movie. The Moon, even fucking better.
Never even heard of that movie.
You, sir, are awesome, Jack Crispy. You and me, we're like brothers with these movie likes.
Look at you, Jack. You just made a new friend.
You did.
Too bad he's an asshole.
I know. You also say a couple other things. By the way, Jack Crispy, I do like how in issue number 5 you say you love this, because in that one, folks, if you haven't checked out Random Reviews of issue number 5, in the beginning I just have the Meow Mix song playing for no reason. So that's my picture of what you love, and I honestly don't know what went through my head when I was like, what music am I going to play at the beginning of this? Fuck it, the Meow Mix song. And so at the beginning of it, you get 20 seconds of just meow, 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 meow. Don't ask why. I just did it. Anyways, Nerdback Mike, on Bloody Screen Podcast, episode number 49 last week, or 2 weeks ago. Just to clarify, I was simply stating the Korean film Man from Nowhere. It was definitely inspired by Man on Fire. Oh, okay. Did not know this. And Taken. And sorry for the minor spoiler. Not really spoiling anything.
Shut the fuck up!
Just saying he was inspired by it. Not really spoiling. I mean, if you said, dude, the ending is exactly like Man on Fire, I'd be like, oh, okay, that spoiled it.
To me, I'm like, yeah.
You still haven't seen Man on Fire.
I haven't.
Jesus Christ. Nick, oh my god, it's like talking to Nicky G when I do the movie thing podcast, and I'd be telling him like, oh yeah, I just watched this movie, and he's like, never seen it. And every week I just tell him, yeah, you got homework to do. And he would do the homework too. Something like with Troll Hunter, eventually came back, I did some homework that I had to do, and I saw Troll Hunter finally. Really loved it. So, Nick, you got homework too?
I'm sorry, you still have some things you need to watch.
I know. I know. You and me have, we're like having our own like list here. Like shit Nick needs to watch, shit Brandon needs to watch, just filling up.
Still need to see John Dies at the end.
I know.
And Justice League War.
Yeah, that's like a minor on the list though.
Yeah, but that movie's amazing.
Man on Fire, that movie is amazing. And that's over there as well.
And?
Yeah, just saying. Also one of the films I previously commented, Flashpoint, which stars Hong Kong actor Donnie Yen, is on Netflix right now.
Good, because Donnie Yen's a badass.
Okay, see, you just got one guy wanting to watch Flashpoint now. That is awesome, Mr. Nerdbag Mike. Also, I dig, dude, how much you like freaking kung fu films. I don't watch enough, in my opinion. I think I need to watch more.
Yeah, I need to find whatever kung fu movie it is that has an epic chainsaw fight, because I've seen that video on YouTube and it looks amazing.
That sounds amazing. I want to see kung fu chainsaw fighting. Oh god. After we did movie thing podcast, it was me and Scott. We watched the trailer, The Raid 2, which is out in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably saw it on TV if you watch TV at all. That movie looks fucking badass. Yeah, I still haven't gotten around to watching it because it never came to a theater near me. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I know it's at the Promenade.
Yeah, that's not near me. Dude, I only drive up there when a girl asks me to drive up there. That's the only fucking time.
So you never drive up there?
No.
Zing!
No! Yeah, my manhood! No! No, literally, that's the only time, because she liked it better than The Orchard for some reason. I was like, oh, whatever, I guess we'll go up here. Any other time, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not going up there. There's a theater literally that close to my house. I am not driving up, I'm not taking a 15-minute drive up to the Promenade just to see a movie. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're in the car and you're dealing with traffic.
That's why you let other people drive.
I try to. Usually I do. That's the only time I go to the Promenade is when I let other people drive. And I'm just like, hey, Connor, you really want me to go? You're gonna be in the car. Anyways. I'm trying to, Frank Grillo, Crossbones. Oh, that was the dude. That's why they showed him burned. Oh, he's a lot, Crossbones. Do you know that character? That's Jack Crispy talking about our, one of our movie thing podcast reviews of Captain America Winter Soldier. He was talking about the guy, that we were talking about.
Yeah, that sounds familiar,
yeah.
but.
Him and I both read the comics of Captain America. I didn't read enough. I didn't read all of them, or I don't keep up with them currently at all or anything. I've just read a few here and there.
Speaking of comics, did you hear about the crossover they're hinting at?
With what?
Spider-Man and X-Men?
No, I did not.
Yeah, there's rumors going around that...
Fox and Sony will finally get together?
Yeah, they said like, oh yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man and the World of X-Men are supposed to cross over, but not in the way you think.
By just having,
Wolverine will just be in there, go fuck yourself.
I know, honestly. Is he just gonna be like what he did in First Class, just sit there, go fuck off. Just bump Peter Parker and like, watch it. And just walk away.
Bob. He's gotta say Bob.
Yeah, watch it, Bob. You call me Blob? What? No, shut up. Yes, I just referenced that goddamn movie, I understand. I'm also rather curious, Jack Crispy, did we dog on people in that review? Because he said swaggots.
Probably. I usually dog on people, especially when they're swaggots.
I'm trying to remember. We recorded that review about a week ago.
You know what? It was probably the people who were sitting behind me.
Did you mention? Oh, I think you did. Oh, yes, you did, because I remember you telling that story. But the people behind you, who the hell's Winter Soldier? Oh my god, it's him! No way! Dude, I didn't see that coming! Is what I pictured they would say.
You make them sound like they're fetal alcohol children.
Well, that's how they all sound to me, Nick. Yeah, they really do. They sound like they're like a retarded stepchild that was beaten and thrown in, a cellar, forced to eat fish heads all day. That's what they sound like to me when they, people say, "Did you know Captain America was a comic before it was a movie?" I've never actually had anyone say that to me, but that's like the best example I can think of where I'd be like, just don't talk anymore.
Just.
You know what? Actually, I got in an argument recently.
Oh boy, I love when you get into arguments.
Someone said they didn't like Man of Steel because it was too serious.
Huh?
They're like, I don't like Man of Steel. I like the older stuff better. I was like, why? Well, Man of Steel just takes itself so seriously. Comics aren't that serious. It's a comic book movie. I like the old stuff where it's just kind of comedic and it's just, it was really kind of for kids. I'm like, and, I was just so amazed by that. I was like, so you hated the Batmans then? Like Nolan Batmans must have been like, oh my lord. Oh, Jesus. I didn't even have an argument for that. It's just like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I could not articulate any words to say just besides that, you are a goddamn moron.
Comics nowadays are pretty dark sometimes.
They're all basically dark for the most part.
Especially DC.
DC's always been way darker than Marvel.
Well, not back in the 50s.
Well, back in the 50s, nothing was dark.
Well,
that's what they were called, funny books.
No, some things were dark, but, they were segregated.
Yeah. They're like, we'll give this guy just feathered wings. There, he's a hero now. Anyways, yeah, a lot of comics are getting dark recently. Like, Spider-Man had a run where he was getting all dark and shit. Now Spider-Man just doesn't make any goddamn sense.
That makes sense.
Well, the spirit of Dr. Octopus taking over Spider-Man and now he's controlling all Spider-Man's actions.
Well, not the spirit. Mind control.
The mind control is still just like...
Peter Parker's still in there.
Is he still in there?
Yeah,
you know what? Someone made an excellent point about that whole storyline is, basically Marvel's just backtracking right now because they had, Peter Parker unveiled himself and all that. Basically throughout the whole, Amazing Spider-Man series, Peter Parker, in the beginning for a long time he was isolated from all the heroes and stuff. Now he's kind of part of everything. So this is their way of making him into a huge asshole and all that where people just, basically they're pushing him out. Like they're basically segregating Spider-Man again so he's this outcast again, is what they're doing.
But in the main universe, it's still, they haven't really introduced him into the Ultimates universe.
Oh yeah, well the Ultimates universe. You read more Marvel way more than I do. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the regular universe or the Ultimates universe more?
I like the Ultimates because that's the universe that AVX takes place in.
Oh, does it?
And that is one of my favorite. That's honestly, that's like a new age, that's the next Civil War or Secret War.
Oh, that's awesome. It was called Civil War. Well, they also had the Secret War.
Yeah, it was just there was the Secret War, then came the Civil War.
And you know me, I'm a huge fan of the Civil War. I actually read the Civil War. I fucking loved it.
Yeah, and this one, because it's the Civil War, but instead of,
all the heroes against each other, it's the X-Men versus the Avengers.
Yeah, with Wolverine just kind of caught in the middle.
Oh yeah, because he's both, of course.
Yeah.
I need to check that out, dude. And the really worst part is it's hard to fucking find it because, you see that over there. I thought I got it. And no, that's not it.
It's just, oh god, it's so, especially the ending, just, ugh.
Yeah, that's all our viewer things. Honestly, people, if you would like to just send us random shit to talk about, we'll talk about anything on here. So if you wanted to be like, hey, what kind of Italian sausage do you guys enjoy? And
medium.
I was going to say brand name because I really dig Boulder.
Oh. Well, I just kind of go for, King Super's brand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, basically, you send us random shit to talk about. It doesn't have to be based off video games or movies. I mean, we have more knowledge about those two products.
For me, I prefer, the just pound of Italian sausage.
Where it's not in links?
Yeah, because that's what I put in my spaghetti sauce.
Oh, nice. I actually prefer links because I love having Italian sausage sandwiches where you have, just a link and a side of hot dog bun. Put a little banana peppers on those.
It's not really a sandwich, but yeah.
Well, whoa, Italian sausage links, whatever you want to call them. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, you could literally just anything, honestly. We don't care. We'll answer. We'll talk about it. And if it's something stupid, we'll make fun of you for it because that's what we do in our.
Even if it's not, I'll still make fun of you.
Yeah, it will make fun of you.
Mostly me.
He'll
join in because he feels sympathy for me, but
I'll join in because I dig into peer pressure really easily. Literally the other day at work, yesterday at work, literally me and one of the guys we work with, he started ragging on Scott a little bit. I jumped in and Scott's just like, I wonder why I don't work with you guys now. Cause we just kept ragging on him for no reason. Like, oh yeah, little princess over here again. I don't even know what compelled me. It was just like,
peer pressure. That's
yeah, it really is. It was just that mere peer pressure. Just like, oh, he's giving a hard time. I can jump on this and keep joking and pushing forward.
And this is a kid against bullying.
Dude,
Mr. peer pressure over here.
Nick, we have about 2-3 reviews where it's you, me, and Scott, and every review, you and Scott just keep giving me shit the entire reviews. So I don't want to fucking hear it.
Shut up, fucktard.
Exactly. It's just like, oh yeah, Brandon, you little gay boy, and you're like, oh yeah, he's a little faggot, are you? It's like, god damn it. I don't know what this has to do with anything.
Has to do with you being a little bitch.
See, this is why, see kids, this is why I kind of say bullying's okay, because he just called me a bitch. Did I go cut my wrist yet? No. Anyways, we're done here. Hope you guys enjoyed. You guys have fun. You know the good thing about not having Scott on right now is he usually likes to end it with a horrible bad joke. And you don't have any of those lined up, so yeah! Anyways, we're out of here. Yeah, we're gone.